Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Bench Time. I'm Tyler, this is Ben, and we're going to go over a Week 2 recap. We're going to go over our bets, our picks, and we're just going to talk about some of the games and see what went wrong for some teams. What went good? Who's winning the Super Bowl? Who's the number one draft pick? So let's get right into it with the Thursday night football game with the Commanders at the Packers. Packers laid some belt to ass.
It was a really nice defensive game. Once again, Micah Parsons showing that he is going to probably win Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, this guy has literally elevated. We have so many first-round picks on defense, and him coming in has just elevated these guys to actually start playing like first-round picks. It has been nothing short of incredible. Green Bay won this game 27-18. It's kind of a garbage touchdown, so I would say about 27-10.
Yeah, it felt worse than that. Micah getting there has really improved that defense all around. It's the whole D-line is terrifying to witness. And then you guys lose Jair Alexander, but your secondary somehow gets better with your players that weren't good last year.
Yeah,
and one that was a wide receiver. Moved quarterback.
Literally, Bo Melton. Shout out Bo Melton. Keyshawn Nixon had 5 pass breakups. That's the tied for the most of a Packers player in a single game with Jair back against the Rams in 2017, whenever his rookie year was. I believe it was 2018. But so very happy as a Packers fan right now. I mean,
I bet
we're rolling, we're running, we're coming for the Eagles, and that's the plan.
Question is, are the Commanders in trouble because Jaden Daniels, his knee's banged up. I think it's a knee sprain, so he may not even play against the Raiders this week. Either way, Commanders still just didn't really look that good the past 2 games. They barely beat the Giants, and then they get their ass kicked by the Packers.
Yeah, it's unfortunate to see kind of the drop off, but I mean he has played 2 really good fronts these past 2 weeks, so
that's true.
I would expect Jaden Daniels to get back on his toes eventually. Hopefully this injury is just maybe a couple week thing. I think they have a lot of trust in Mariota as well. I mean, he showed last year that he's still serviceable as long as he's got people around him, and they brought in Debo. They still got Terry. I mean, it's still a solidified group there to help their quarterback. So I think the Commanders are in trouble for right now, though. As of right now, I think starting 1-1, you really want to get a jump on the division if you want to beat the Eagles. And having an injury like that is it's not going to be good for the next couple weeks. But they get over that hump, go on a little run, it could be a whole lot different at the end of the season.
Yeah, I think they're a little bit in trouble too. I mean, their run game is now reliant on a 7th round rookie with Eckler tearing his Achilles. And then their schedule's harder. I mean, I just don't think they're going to be as good as they were last year. They're going to have to overcome a lot of obstacles, it's looking like early so far. Speaking of obstacles, the Jaguars went to Cincinnati and they lost 27-31. But Joe Burrow has turf toe. And he's out for 3 months.
We were both on Cincy to win this game, luckily, though. So that is good for us.
Yeah, I'm surprised they kept it in it.
Unfortunately, it was 4 points instead of 3. Jacksonville would have won it, so we would have won the spread, still lost the money line. Either way, this is just
what do the books know?
An eye for an eye. So, this one's disgusting to see it actually go 4 points like intended with the spread. I hate when I see that because I'm like, they just know something. They just know.
It's the worst. And what's crazy is, even without Joe Burrow in, Jaguars couldn't do anything. It's like they got worse when Joe Burrow went out.
It didn't look good. Jake Browning threw 3 interceptions, or 2 or 3. They got real nasty.
3, yeah.
The fact that they were able to get the ball back, go down the field, and still score that last touchdown to win the game with 2 seconds, 3 seconds, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh God,
Classic Jackson.
Yeah, honestly, that's
so
do ball. Sorry, buddies.
I don't think Cincy's going to be able to win without Burrow, but should they trade for a QB? They got Sean Clifford and Mike White this morning on practice squad, but that's depth.
Yeah, it's going to be depth. I think if they're rolling with that, I think that's how they're thinking is they're just going to roll.
I think they're just
Jake
going to roll
Browning.
with those guys. Yeah.
If
they were smart, they would get Jameis Winston. But.
Yeah, Jameis Winston. I mean, easily one of the better quarterbacks that could be easily picked up right now. They could trade a pick for somebody if they really cared about their season. But Jake Browning's been there for a few years now and played a lot of meaningful games last year. So it was unfortunate to see him throw 3 interceptions to start that, but he still got it done, I guess.
Bengals are like, you know what? We'll just get a draft pick and draft another wide receiver.
That's bad. That's bad.
All right, moving on. The Giants went to Jerry World in a thriller of an overtime game. They lost 37-40 off of what felt like both teams won the game like 3 times. It felt like they both probably thought they were winning.
Single-handedly, 3 or 4 times. Luckily, both of us were on Dallas with our money line pick, but the spread just was not going to come close. That game just was so back and forth. We just knew at a certain point. Honestly, shout out Brandon Aubrey for kicking a 64-yard field goal to tie the game.
And being on my fantasy team.
And being on the fantasy team.
Man.
Hey, shout out going 2-0 for the first 2 weeks of fantasy.
Hey, look at us. We're the only undefeated people left in our league.
Going for the back-to-back title off of a very hot 6-7 season.
Yeah, I will not let that happen. Sorry, pal.
Yeah, that's okay. As long as I make playoffs.
So yeah, we both lost the spread there. Was this game of the year?
As of right now, I think it goes over. I think I would put it over the Ravens and the Bills game, and I don't know if anyone considers J.J. McCarthy's game. That doesn't really count to me. I would say so far, yes, that would be game of the year. I mean, you kick a 64-yard field goal to tie the game to go into overtime, then nobody wants to score for the entire part of overtime until Russell Wilson heaves a pass down the middle of the field instead of outside the numbers, and just interception, turnover. Looked like Russell Wilson finally caught up to being Russell Wilson.
Overtime, it hit him.
450 and
I can't do this anymore.
2 or 3 touchdowns. Hey, Russell Wilson looked good. That moonball looked really good. Going to Malik Neighbors.
Yeah, what was it? Less than 10 seconds left. Malik Neighbors with 2 people on him got it. Dude, I thought my bet was done.
Yeah. I thought we were cooked.
I thought it was over.
I thought we were cooked.
So, do you think with that 450-yard game from Wilson, do you think that kind of showed the front office up there that he should be the starter for the year?
I think they're going to be upset about the interception late in overtime to really give it up. But if it wasn't for him, they wouldn't have been in that situation to start with. And now I'm not going to say that that's anything against Jackson Dart because, he hasn't played any meaningful NFL snaps really yet. I mean, he came in for a couple handoffs and rushes, whatever, but nothing yet. I would say Russell, I think he's earned it for now until they get on that 3 or 4 game, 5 game losing streak, which will eventually probably pan out here sooner than later.
Yeah, he's going to be starting week 4 after he plays the Chiefs. So Russell Wilson will be benched in the Chiefs game when we're beating them by 30 at their house.
There you go.
The Bears got destroyed by the Lions.
Disgusting.
They were at the Lions and they lost 21-52. Lions won 52-20.
Literally
52-21.
Did not care at all for Ben Johnson's return. 4th and goal. What are we doing? We're gonna play Dan Campbell football.
Yeah. Even he said it. Even Ben Johnson's like, yeah, I'm not surprised.
That was really rough to see. Just shows that.
But it's nice to see for Lions fans.
Yeah, honestly, and nice for our picks here as we both picked Detroit and their spread -5.5.
Easy.
Dan Campbell just beat take down Ben Johnson.
He proved that he is the head coach,
Yeah.
not Ben Johnson or
You said you're just a coordinator.
Aaron Glenn, I think his name was.
Yeah, Aaron Glenn.
Yeah.
Aaron Glenn.
I forgot his first. I knew it was Glenn. I was about to call him Mike Glenn.
Mike Glenn?
That doesn't.
Not Glenn on. Think that guy.
So yeah, I think the Lions are just going to keep beating down teams like they did last year.
Yeah. Yeah.
With a thriller next week with the Ravens and Lions on Monday night.
It's gonna be insane.
That is gonna be good. I have no clue who wins that one. So sorry.
See, next up we got the Rams who went to Tennessee. The Rams won this one with a little bit of fight in the first half, and then it kind of just got away from the Titans.
Yeah.
Rams won 33-19. Man, I thought I was doing a cadence there. 33-19! So, the Rams both won for us in this case. I took the Rams to cover 5.5, and
I took the Titans 5.5. I didn't realize how good the Rams defense really is. I mean, prior to the Titans, they held each team in the last, I think, 4 or 5 games to field goals besides the Eagles in that playoff game. But the Rams defense is very underrated and slept on. And I thought the Titans defense is too. But when you just have that Rams sneaky defense and pair it with Stafford and Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams, yeah, it's going to run away from whoever they're playing quick if they don't keep them in check. But, yeah, I think Rams are probably top 5, top 10 defense for sure.
Yeah, I would say so. The Rams defense is just so young too. I mean, they've spent a lot of picks on and just developing through that way. They brought in a couple guys here and there, mostly on the secondary. I think they've really brought in some safeties here and there just to kind of keep the thing moving. But
yeah, last year they bulked up their D-line. And
Yeah.
now this year they bulked up their secondary.
Yeah.
And they just did it like it's that easy.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, with Aaron Donald leaving like that, you have to do something. I mean, and
You'd expect a fall off, but no.
They had to draft
and they have
3
no
guys.
draft picks too because they traded them all. Which, yeah, the more it's thought about, the Rams front office is very slept on. No one talks about it really.
No, they won that Super Bowl and they had that one like half a year of just like everyone was like, oh, Les Snead is the guy and all that, and then it was just like, boom.
And then they had like I think that year's injuries too.
Yeah.
But did you see Cam Ward's first touchdown?
I did see Cam Ward's.
Dude, he looked like
across-
Mahomes' first home game against the 49ers, just weaving around and then threw it out. But the difference was Cam Ward threw it across his body to the other side of the end zone, and he caught it.
That's insane.
It was absolutely insane.
That is insane. Okay, next up we got New England taking on Miami. New England traveled to Miami. They took them on. This is what happened. New England
They took them
won
on.
a barn burner here, 33-27. New England looked really good.
Mhm.
Miami
Looked better,
better.
but still not good.
Yeah, and we were both on this underdog matchup.
Yeah.
We took New England plus 1.5. That was definitely the right way to go on this.
Oh, yeah. Drake May, I knew he would get it together. Him and Vrabes, they'd start dialing it up eventually. And their defense just didn't really play better, but they were able to keep the fight going, though, unlike last week.
Yeah. I mean, Drake May looked really good out there. I mean, completed most of his passes. I mean, his percentage was like 65, 66, somewhere above there. Had a rushing touchdown, had a couple passing touchdowns. I mean, he looked like he put it all together. They need to give more snaps to Travion Henderson. I think that's going to get the running game a little bit going, a little bit more than what we've seen. But Ramondre Stevenson's doing his thing still, and
Yeah, he had a pretty good game.
yeah,
too. He
so
might have,
it's going to solidify a little more snaps for him. But
Travion Henderson fantasy owners are just punching me.
shambles and shambles. The real question is when will Mike McDaniels finally become unemployed?
When will he be hitting the streets of Miami? It should be quick. I mean, I think he's like under the influence in interviews or something.
I mean, he looks like
He looks rough. He's slurring. He's not making any sense of what he's saying. The locker room has no respect for him.
It's so bad. What happens in Miami stays in Miami, I guess. But unfortunately, he stays in Miami, so it's a nonstop.
He seems
issue.
like the type of coach where a player's complaining about something and he always goes the player's way instead of just like putting his foot down.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be
like a kid in a grocery store crying about not getting a candy bar, but then you always buy the candy bar and then they stop.
Yeah,
it's the same thing.
Exactly.
You're not asserting dominance at all.
Yeah, and even with Tyreek Hill coming up to him, they might be like same height. You know, he's still gonna be like, "Yes, Tyreek, you're correct. You're good."
Yeah, he should be fired, but it is a little early just in terms of how the NFL does things. I mean, I've never seen a coach fired this early. So
no, I haven't either.
I say if they lose Thursday night against the Bills, then there's definitely a possibility because they'll start 0-3.
Yeah.
If in the hot seat, he's on a lava chair at that point.
He'll need to show some life against the Bills on Thursday. That's the only way that he's going to retain his job further. They've had a lot of opportunities with him with last year and multiple years now that just they're not getting it done, and it seems like it keeps getting worse every year.
Yeah, it's getting worse. The defense is getting worse. The offense is getting worse.
I think we could see by week 6 to 8 if this team is like 1-7 or 2-6. This team's gonna be out of here.
Oh yeah.
Mike's
or whenever I don't know when their bye is, but if it's an early bye, it'll probably be during the bye.
Yeah.
Moving on, the 49ers at the Saints. The 49ers won 26-21 with Mac Jones going off, having himself a day.
He had a ball game, honestly. Good for Mac Jones.
No Kittle.
It's really good to see him out there playing ball, honestly. I've always liked Mac Jones. But this game, luckily, was exactly 5 points. Where the spread, we both took San Francisco.
What do you guys know?
4.5.
What do the books know?
It's getting crazy. So, luckily, both on the right side. So we'll take that.
Yeah, we both had the same thing. Spencer Rattler had himself a little game. I think he threw 3 touchdowns and about 250 yards.
Mm-hmm.
They drafted Tyler Show in the draft. But could Spencer Rattler, who they drafted, I think, last year or the year before, could he be the guy for the Saints? It seems like everyone's talking about Tyler Show, but Spencer Rattler could be just...
He could be developing.
Yeah.
I agree. It's hard to say, but from what I've seen is the guy's gotten better over time. I mean, he's developing. He's starting to know right from wrong, but he's also on a New Orleans Saints team that just doesn't have pieces there besides Kamara, if you want to consider Shaheed. But, I mean, if we're making that assumption, then it's pushing it with who's there.
But he's getting it done with those guys.
Exactly.
Get him another wide receiver, and Spencer Rattler could show a lot more than what he's showed so far. But he hasn't even thrown an interception this year with the lack of weapons he has.
So far, from what I've seen, I think we might have been a little low on their win total. I believe we had them, winning 1 or 2 games?
Yeah.
They could win 3. Depends who they're playing.
I still think
if Rattler can improve throughout the season.
I think in the end, even if Rattler does well, I think the Saints will probably end up getting Arch Manning, and he'll probably be starting for the Saints next year.
From what I have seen from Arch Manning so far this year, I don't know if he is gonna be there or if he's gonna be the number 1 pick out of there. Honestly,
stats don't matter anymore for quarterbacks. It seems like when it comes to getting drafted.
Yeah.
If you have a name, you'll be drafted.
Yeah, honestly, especially with the last name Manning.
Yeah.
It's gonna.
Yeah.
All right. So next we got Buffalo, who traveled to New York to play the Jets. Buffalo won 30-10 pretty single-handedly. It was 30-3 for a while. Garbage time touchdown.
Yeah.
What can you say? Buffalo. Both of us were on Buffalo. I took Buffalo to win by 7 or more, so I won this one.
I took the Jets +7.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of sucked. I mean, they put up a fight against the Steelers, and then Justin Fields did go out with concussion, so that did derail a lot of things too. But looking back, yeah, I don't know why I did +7 for the Jets.
I mean,
I thought their defense
Fields,
was still, the Jets' defense is still pretty solid. That's at least what carried them last year without the quarterback
Yeah,
play.
and with Aaron Glenn there too. I mean, he's
In divisional matchup, they're always close, but I guess
he's firing people at any given point right now. I mean, he's just cutting them and telling them to leave off the field. Like Aaron Glenn's doing what he can to be a strict, stern coach and show players what he wants. So I think eventually they'll be better, but unfortunately, you got Justin Fields who went down, and then your backup's Tyrod Taylor, and
it must have been a rough look. Oh, man. One thing I've noticed is quarterbacks have a lot more visors this year, but then I started thinking, what's the point of QBs wearing a visor? And yes, it provides protection. We saw what happened to Josh Allen with his bloody nose. A face mask literally hit him right in the nose, and he just started pouring blood. But obviously, if you had a visor, that wouldn't happen. But then, on the other hand, the amount of players slapping your face mask and greasing it up, or the glare of the lights, or something, that probably causes interceptions or bad throws. Or
I agree.
I don't know. Should QBs wear more visors or less visors? I feel like that's not real. There should be a study on this.
Honestly, I feel like you honestly do see quite a few quarterbacks wear visors too. I mean, probably at least a third of the guys in the league that are quarterbacks probably wear a visor. It's hard to say as somebody who hasn't put on a football helmet with the visor and tried to play quarterback, but I'm
just Peter Schrager. I haven't played the sport, but I might have some knowledge on
it. Exactly. So I think it's a thing where the quarterback should really not have a visor unless it's something where they got to protect an injury. Say they break their nose or something and they got to go through, playing, put on a visor. There's certain situations I don't even see it for even sunlight or anything
because they're all clear basically.
Yeah, I don't think quarterbacks should wear visors. I think visors are a non-quarterback thing, unless maybe you're somebody who runs the ball a lot, like Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson. But that, for example, if you're taking hits and stuff like that, probably want to wear a visor just for those cases with Josh Allen. But
I am a no visor man. I think it's worn for the aura, but I think it causes turnovers and bad throws.
I agree.
All right, moving on. Seattle at Pittsburgh. The Seahawks went in their house and won 31-17 off of Caleb Johnson not knowing what football was, and he dropped a kick return and then just walked away.
Looked at it and said, "That's cool.
So we'll see you later."
See you later.
And that's basically what won the game for the Seahawks because it was back and forth. It was pretty close before that, but then there was just no time for the Steelers after that.
Yeah.
We both had the Steelers, and obviously that means their spread did not hit either. Is the Steelers' defense in trouble?
Yes.
Yes. All right, Cleveland. I think the Steelers' defense is in trouble, but I think they will eventually get it together. I mean, Mike Tomlin's got to be. It's Mike Tomlin as their head coach. And they'll get it together.
And they got playmakers back there. I mean, Jalen Ramsey's having a great start to his season, but it seems like T.J. Watt and Highsmith and the line's just not coinciding. They're not getting that pressure. They're not getting them sacks.
They're not scary right now.
They're not scary. They're not the steel curtain that we knew from the 70s, damn it.
And the other thing is, T.J. Watt's on that right side. they know not to run on the right side, so they all just run on the left. And then you got who's the dude that demands an extension every year? Cam Hayward, who's not stopping the run this year, who is paid to stop the run.
He's
on
getting,
the other side.
He's getting paid to tackle the ball carrier about 5 yards down the field every time.
That's actually in his contract.
Yeah, it said, hey, don't touch him until 3 yards and then let him fall forward for 2.
Yeah.
In the contract.
Yeah, I think they'll get it together, but time will tell. The Cleveland Browns went to the Baltimore Ravens, and it looked like a close game in the first half, but they eventually lost 17-41. We both were on Baltimore. I was on Baltimore spread, and then you took the Browns spread. 11.5.
You know, that was a bad one. That's all I got to say. I can't even. I don't have any explanation.
That's like me and the Jets. I was like, why did I even?
Yeah, pretty much. Exactly.
Do you think there could be a QB change here soon with Cleveland? We talked about this with the Giants last week, but could Joe Flacco eventually be benched and maybe Dylan Gabriel or Shador Sanders comes in? Or
I think absolutely it's going to happen sooner than later, especially the Browns, who are traveling. Well, Green Bay's traveling to Cleveland this upcoming week, so they're potentially going to start 0-3, and potentially they're going to start 0-3. So it's probably going to be one more week after that. They go 0-4. It could even be next week, honestly.
I can see that. Yeah.
Dylan Gabriel will be the starter in the next 1 to 2 weeks, I would say.
I can definitely see that. If they lose the next 2 games, yeah, I can see a QB change happening.
Because they already know the season's over, and they're like, you know what, let's get these guys some experience. You might even see Shador play the second half of the season if Dylan Gabriel does bad. You might see 3 quarterbacks start like 4 or 5 games this year. 4, actually. More than that.
The Browns are like, yeah, we don't care anymore.
Yeah.
The Broncos at the Colts.
Nasty.
Yeah, this game was nasty in terms of my wallet. We both had the Broncos and the spread as well at 2.5. We both lost that. You know what sucked about losing this? I was watching it on Red Zone and just on my phone real quick, and I saw they missed the field goal. It was like a 60-something yard field goal. I saw the refs do this. I saw the final pop up. I swiped away at my phone, and that was it. And I go later, and I see they won. I was like, wait, how did the Colts win? And then the Broncos got a flag, and they moved them up 15 yards. I was like, what? Of course, right as I swipe away.
Literally.
So, yeah, that is a bad beat.
That is
right
a very
there.
bad beat. We hate to see it, honestly. Anytime that you see something on your phone and you quick swipe out of that, and it bites you in the ass, oh my god.
Yep.
That happened enough times this baseball season that I don't want to bet on baseball ever again.
Never get excited early.
Nope.
Plus, it seems like anytime there's a touchdown or anything that happens, it may look really good, but then they always have to review it, and then they're going to look for something small, and then you just never know. Or a flag pops up, so don't get excited early. Lesson learned.
Do you think the Colts could win the division?
No.
Do you think the Colts could get a playoff berth starting 2-0 now?
No. I think the Colts are, it is impressive that they haven't punted yet. But I'm just not sold on Daniel Jones quite yet. And their schedule's tough. And I'm getting some Saints vibes from last year when they started 2-0.
Ooh, that's a good take right there, yeah.
Because the Saints, they beat the Cowboys week 2, and then that week 1, I forgot who they played, but
it's probably Arizona or the Panthers or something.
Yeah, probably one of those. But I remember the hype with them too.
Yeah.
I just don't think I already didn't think the Colts had it all together, and I mean, hey, if they do win the division over the Texans or maybe even the Jaguars, that would be crazy. But maybe I could see them making it in the playoffs. But no, I can't. I was trying to lean there, but I can't. I don't know. I just see them falling apart a little bit.
I think the Colts I think Daniel Jones looks pretty damn comfortable there. And I'm gonna go on a whim. I'm gonna say the Colts will win the division. Now, I think it is theirs to go. I think after seeing him work the Denver Broncos defense, put them in a position to still win that game. Yeah, we can talk about the referee and officiating at the end of that game. But I think the Colts winning the AFC South, very plausible. Obviously, if I think that, then that's obviously a playoff berth. But
The Colts are plus 130 to win the division.
that just goes to show right there, they are favored. I mean, the Texans start 0-2, and then that's really the one that you're thinking about the most to win that division. Then you have Jacksonville, who lost to Jake Browning, so it's possible. It's very possible. I'm gonna hop on the Indiana Jones hype train right now.
The Indiana Jones hype train.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, I'm just not quite sold on it. This might bite me in the ass. Who knows? Panthers at the Cardinals. The Cardinals were winning by a lot the whole game, and then all of a sudden they still won, but only by 5. Good for me though. I had them plus 6.5. We both had Arizona. But yeah, I took the Panthers plus 6.5, and I kind of forgot about it.
Yeah, and to that one Arizona guy, I'm not doing that ever again, honestly. Screw you, okay? So, minus 6.5 did not
Just
hit.
taking shots left and right.
Yeah. Arizona, definitely let them come back into this game. Hunter Renfrow. Welcome back, man.
Welcome back. Man. All right. The next game. The Eagles and the Chiefs. Yeah, we lost 17-20. I unfortunately did say that we would lose last week, and it really sucked for that to be true. I was really hoping I was wrong, but we don't look good. Mahomes is doing everything right now. He's doing everything.
He's running the football. He's passing the football. He's gonna be on defense and kicking here soon. It's very possible. But yeah, Mahomes has literally been doing absolutely everything. I mean, avoiding the rush, still trying to locate receivers. I know he missed a few passes, but I mean those passes still really didn't affect the game more so than the wide receiver or tight end catching the football. So for the most part, I don't think Chiefs fans need to stress.
Oh yeah, no. I'm not stressed. I'm not. Mainly because I know week 6 we're gonna have the best wide receiver core in the NFL. You just wait for it. Once Mahomes gets those guys back, we're gonna be slinging it like nothing. But that's also why I'm just not stressing. Our defense looked like our defense looked. Yes, we lost, but we held them to 20 points instead of 40 something.
Yeah,
from the Super
defense
Bowl.
played great.
Yeah.
I thought defense played a great game. I mean, it was unfortunate that Philly got away with multiple false starts on those tush pushes. Clear as day.
Yeah.
Clear as day, by the way. But
Yeah, there was 2 that were clear as day. It sucked with the interception at the goal line too. That was the killer. But
yeah,
the thing is like we don't have a run game, but we don't have a run game because we don't have any wide receivers that is scary enough to the defense. So yes, but Jacob he's still struggling since that injury, it looks like. But I think eventually we're going to get it together. And I think we're going to look past this like it's nothing. We've never had the challenge of an 0-2 start since before Mahomes, and it was Andy Reid's second year. Why not beat everyone? Why not beat everyone and beat the odds and prove everyone wrong that an 0-2 start means nothing for us? And we'll start that with the Giants when we win. But we just have to get through this little rut of not having wide receivers in a run game. Once we get our wide receivers back, that alleviates the pressure from the run game. defenses start focusing more on the wide receivers, and the run game gets going.
There you go. Yeah,
Same thing for Mahomes. He won't have to run around as much.
Yeah.
We need to get Noah Gray going, though. That needs to get going. We need to get. I love Travis Kelce, but we need to lower his snaps just a little bit because I want to see more of Gray. He's a tight end one. Any other team you put him in, and he's gotten no snaps this year basically.
Gray's catching that touchdown there on the goal line instead of Kelce. Would you put that
up
for debate, or is that something that?
I think that was just a weird miscatch by Kelce. I would rather have Kelce at the goal line.
Yeah.
But in terms of just going down the field, and we have to be in order right now. We have to be very organized with our play. We can't have Travis Kelce running whatever route he wants to run when half our team doesn't even know what route to run. So
yeah,
we need a structured route. Everyone needs to have structure, and Kelce gets a little cocky out there on the field, just doing whatever he wants.
Yeah,
I love the guy, but I just want Noah Gray to have more snaps for more structure, basically.
Yeah.
If we have Noah Gray and Kelce out there, that's something they're going to look at.
And then that wide
have
receiver,
them both running routes.
The wide receiver core goes from Marquise Brown, Tyquan Thornton, and Juju Smith to Hollywood Brown, Rashee Rice, Xavier Worthy here in the next few weeks. So, like you said, once that wide receiver core gets back, it could get real dangerous out there.
One more thing, I want to be a little realistic. Unfortunately, we're going to beat the Giants, but we got the Ravens right after that. So I would just expect a 1-3 start. I'm already doing it. So that way we don't have to freak out every single week.
When the Chiefs fan doesn't pick the Chiefs to win. Hey, that's understandable. Hey, you got to make your money where it's due, and that's what we did for you guys.
Yeah, so. I hard to do it, but it was.
Yeah,
it was done.
Atlanta went to Minnesota on Sunday Night Football. This game was terrible. Atlanta won 22-6. We were both on Atlanta, who were underdogs, plus 4.5 when the line opened.
Mm-hmm.
Via Breeze Kings. It was honestly the best choice for us because we both hit on that.
Yeah.
We knew Atlanta was going to win this game, and we knew J.J. McCarthy was going to just show that the Bears are actually really that bad, and he's just not that good.
And that's the other reason why I was so high on the Falcons too, is because the Falcons' defense is underratedly good. I think they proved that too against Minnesota, but the Vikings against the Bears, they should have lost that game week 1 too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they should be 0-2 right now.
So, yeah. I think the JJ hype is a little overrated, in my opinion.
I'm big overrated on it, but I'm biased, and I'm a Packers fan. And I can't set it aside, but he's a Michigan man, and I don't trust Michigan quarterbacks unless their name is Thomas Brady.
Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr.
This is true. So,
Michigan man, and Adam Schefter.
Yeah, so I think
Taylor Lewan.
I think it's going to be overrated. I think you're going to see Carson Wentz come in this week with JJ being hurt now for the next few weeks. I think Carson's going to do pretty well behind center with the Kevin O'Connell.
Yeah,
offense.
I think he's actually going to.
It's going to be a little scary, honestly.
Resurge a little bit here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Monday Night Football, there's 2 of them. The Bucks at the Texans. The Buccaneers won 20-19. We were all over the Bucks here and their spread at plus 2.5. It looked a little scary at first, but Baker Mayfield led them on a drive at the end, and they methodically won.
Crazy fourth down.
I think they let Nick Chubb score.
I think they did too, honestly.
And then I think they just played their game after that.
And Nick Chubb just saw end zone. He hasn't seen that in so long. He was like,
he
running with like
you
2
knew
miles
he
an
wasn't
hour.
stopping.
Yeah.
If he should have, but it just looks bad too on a right back or any player if you stop. But everyone knows it's a smart play to do.
I mean, they could have just ran it down pretty well there. He kicked a field goal, got out of it. So.
Yeah. It's smart for the Bucks to go for it on that fourth down too.
Yeah, honestly, I'm surprised. I can't believe Baker got out of that corner that was blitzing off that edge there. I can't believe he got out of that. And then almost twisted his ankle and like messed it up.
Yeah.
And then CJGJ's over him and he just gets up and
His ankle was resurged. He was fine.
up in his face. Yeah, that was good to see.
Houston, do we have a problem?
Their
Their offensive line is garbage.
I think Houston, we can go back to ground control and tell them we don't have a problem. Houston's going to find their way. I believe that this team will figure it out. They just got Nico Collins going. CJ Stroud is unfortunately just dealing with some poor O-line play. And unfortunately, the Texans are a team that, for some reason, has made his O-line worse as his career went on instead of trying to do the opposite. But I don't think they have a problem. I think they're going to get back on track. They're 0-2 now. They might be, 5-3 here at week 8, and we're not talking about it anymore. They could go on a run. I think Houston's going to understand that they need to get it done now. And DeMarco Ryan is the head coach. I was about to say DeMarco Murray. That is not. That's running back. He's gonna be fine. They're gonna get it done. Defense is the highlight of that team. The Buccaneers are just a really good team.
Yeah. For me, their defense is the highlight of that team. Unless they get some help in the running game or their O-line, I just don't see it. I mean, yes, Christian Kirk is coming back soon, so that'll help alleviate Nico Collins being the only receiver, basically.
Yeah.
But I don't know. They just don't have a run game, pass or an O-line, and they got a tough schedule. I think they're just going to be pretty mid this year. I called it earlier, and it's not looking good for them right now. So
the Ohio State quarterback tradition continues of, are they just panning out to be busts? Is CJ Stroud?
No, CJ Stroud is. It's not CJ Stroud. I think he's a good quarterback. It's definitely the O-line and the lack of a run game.
We're gonna hear those.
I really like CJ Stroud a lot, actually.
We're gonna hear those headlines soon if the Texans aren't doing good, and they're gonna start pinning it on Stroud and be like, "Is he just another quarterback processed out of the Ohio State factory that just doesn't pan out?"
If anyone watched the game yesterday, they would know it's the O-line why he couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
If CJ Stroud ran a little bit more, maybe that would help too. He doesn't like to run.
He missed a couple throws, but for the most part, whenever you're getting chased around for 60 minutes like he does with that O-line, you're going to miss some throws because you think pressure's coming off your backside or on your side that you can't see. It's not going to be good. So
I think Houston has a problem.
All right,
In the last Monday Night Football game, the Chargers and the Raiders. I wish I could do it like
Raiders.
At Las Vegas, the Chargers won 20-9 with Geno Smith throwing 3 interceptions. We were both on the Chargers, but I took the Raiders spread of 3.5.
And I took the Chargers spread of covering 3.5 points, as they did 20-9 pretty single-handedly. That defense looks really good. Unfortunately, looking at Khalil Mack, it looked like his arm was ripped in half almost on a tackle. So that's going to be tough for their defensive line. Other than that Chargers team looks pretty good. Justin Herbert's playing probably the best he has played in his career since maybe his rookie season, whenever he just balled out and had that insane amount of touchdowns his rookie season. And we haven't really seen him play super crazy since then. And of course last year with Harbaugh, it was just like, we're going to get it going.
Yeah, even last year with Harbaugh, they were mainly focused on the run game. And now this year, all of a sudden, it's Harbaugh's like, I'm going to make this man MVP.
Yeah. He said,
and they're going to throw it all the time.
He has dreams of Justin Herbert at night and says, I have to make this man an MVP.
Yeah. And what's crazy is they even brought over Najee Harris to help the run game, and he hasn't even done anything.
No, he had
Really. I think he had garbage time yesterday.
like 9 rushes for like 30 yards or something. Just really not good. And like you said, that last one was like a 10-yard run. So in garbage time. Now let me ask you this. Right now, do you feel, as a Chiefs fan, are the Chargers a threat in the AFC West to take the division? I'll start there.
I mean, I want to say no really quick. I mean, everyone's a threat to us. So, I think.
Do you feel the Chargers are the biggest threat to the Chiefs in the AFC West?
Yeah, in the AFC West, yeah.
Okay.
But, I think it's still just kind of too early. Like, yeah, the Chargers are 2-0 and we're 0-2, so it's just easy to say that they are a threat to us. But in my personal opinion, I don't think so. I mean, we've always had the number on the Chargers. They beat us for the first time since 21.
Yeah.
So
It's 2 weeks in. 2 weeks into the season, you don't even have your best wide receivers out there yet. So once that second matchup comes around, we'll probably be talking about, are the Chiefs trailing back and about to take the Chargers to enter back into first of the division? Unless they play at the end of the season, that would be a cool way for the AFC West to go out right there as a Chiefs Chargers finale. But yeah, as of right now, the Chiefs are the Chiefs, and I don't care if you start 0-2, 0-3, honestly 0-4. The Chargers could be a threat to win the division, but the Chiefs, even if they win 0-4, still find a way to get 10-7, 11-6, find a playoff berth, and then you're like, all right, you see them again in the playoffs, boom, they're kicking your ass, because that's just what the Chiefs do in the playoffs.
And the other thing is, we don't play until December, but
That'd be a good game.
2 games, it sounds like a lot, but when there's still one more game to be played in the division, if we win that game, it's really 1 game. Okay, let me back up a little bit. We can be a game under, and then we play them, and then bam, it's even in the division, and we both have the same record, and it's like, that's never happened.
It's true.
So, I think if we were 0-3 and they were 3-0, then it would be hard. Or if, they're not a threat to us. I'm going to keep rambling.
All right. Well, that's going to wrap it up for the recap. We're going to go over basically what we just told you all with our money lines and our spreads that we just smeared out on your plate for you.
Smeared it.
We both
in terms of betting. We went 13-2 in the money line.
killed it. In the
Both
money
went
line.
13-2, and then we both went 8-7 in the spread.
Yeah.
Pretty solid numbers. We'll take those.
Insane. 13-2. I think we did this last year where we started the first week that we did this, and we did really good, and then after that it was just train wrecks.
Yeah.
So I feel like that is to come, but other than that, we have our bets that we made last week where we just sent
All
banger
green.
after banger after banger after banger. Even, what we've been throwing on the shorts to these guys.
Yeah, keep an eye on primetime games on shorts, our Instagram reel, Twitter. We're always coming in with some bets. I hit the Nico Collins and Bucks touchdown.
Yeah.
Nico Collins touchdown and Bucks money line yesterday. They're both positives.
Yeah, exactly. We gotta listen. We gotta lock in. I took the Packers and a Tucker Craft touchdown, which was plus 200 to you guys, and it hit. So
keep an eye on those primetime.
You gotta
bets.
listen if you want to make money.
So for Sunday though, last week we gave you a couple parlays. I had a 3-leg parlay of the Ravens, Cowboys, and Cardinals. That hit. It was plus 114. And then I had a 2-leg parlay of Jamar Chase for a touchdown and Nico Collins for a touchdown. Plus 317 there.
Both bangers.
Did Jamar Chase get the first touchdown?
No. I don't believe so.
No, never mind.
I don't believe so.
So yeah.
And I took
What were
over.
your bets?
I took over a 3-leg parlay that was plus 159. Cowboys money line, which I thought it was over. So that was
I thought
just
it was
crazy
over
to
too.
watch.
Yeah.
Lions money line, which not a worry in the world. Bills money line, which was also not a worry in the world. After I saw Josh Allen walk back onto the field.
And then if you took our underdog parlay that we sprinkled with the Patriots, Bucks, and the Falcons, don't know the odds on that. But we did mention last episode to throw them all in a parlay.
Oh, you would have been able to retire if you would have had a lot of money to put on it. So then I had a 2-leg parlay with touchdown. Chase also touchdown, and Gibbs, who both put it together for plus 176. Them boys got it done, and we went 4 for 4.
It's too easy.
It's too easy.
It's too easy that week. Now we're about to be humbled week 3, though.
Absolutely.
Or we're gonna humble them.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. Hit the like, comment, subscribe, share this, hit the notification bell, follow us on the social media pages that we're on, and we will catch you for the next one.
Peace.